All right. Hello, Divine Feminine. I know nobody is in here right now, but I decided, just for me at least, I wanted to record this live so that I can do my reading and we can cut out some of the editing for now, just for today. So it's been a while, Divine Feminine. So whenever you see this, whatever space and time, I was just thinking about the collective and I realized, you know what, it's about time for a reading. It's been a minute. And I know we are out here facing some battles, some fights, just different things within the world at this time. And sometimes it's like you forget the light that you have inside of you when you're out here facing, these dark times or situations and whatnot, just different things because everybody's situation is very different. But Divine Feminine, you are still here. You're still making it, and you're much stronger than you think you are, even in, this moment or that moment that just passed you by. Just, I think once you make it past something or you make it through something, then you can really see your strength. So, um, I don't know who needed to hear that now, but yeah. So I wanted to come in and do a collective reading for the Divine Feminine at this time. Sorry, y'all. It's a commercial playing on my. I had like some little chill music playing in the background. We'll just leave it alone. This is gonna be all in the video. But yeah, so I am just gonna hop right in for this reading. It's just gonna be a collective, check-in reading for the Divine Feminine. First, I'm gonna do an 11 card spread with the what deck is this? Work Your Light Oracle deck. I'm gonna start out there, and then I have some more decks I wanna get into as well. So first and foremost, let's check in and see where Divine Feminine's present energy is. Too many cards falling at once. Where's Divine Feminine's present energy? There's definitely been like a feeling of a come as you are type energy. I've definitely been feeling. I did want to mention that to y'all because it was actually on my mind earlier, but it just came back to me when it comes to that aspect. But the first card that flipped over, we have Star Mother. So this is the present energy of the Divine Feminine. It says, "How can you mother yourself?" So, for some of you, this is more so when you get into that space of where you're feeling like you're wanting to give up, you feel like things are not working out, or whatever the case, whatever it is that you're facing or you're battling, even in this particular time, because it could have been something else before and now it's something else. Like for some of y'all, it could literally just feel like one thing after another. So when it says with the Star Mother, how can you mother yourself, it's like you're in a present energy of learning how to even nurture yourself or pick yourself back up or get yourself going again when like I said, when you feel like giving up, or there's really no others around you, or people don't really see you or see what you're going through, or whatever the case may be. And it might not be that, it could be that also people are dealing with their own things as well. So it's hard to, when you're on the outside looking in, you never know what others are going through. So I feel like the energy you're in now is learning to turn inward, even, and find different ways to nurture yourself in whatever moment or whatever situation that you're experiencing at the time. So, yes, let's see what this soul calling is here for the Divine Feminine at this time. What's Divine Feminine soul calling? All right. So the card we have popped out is Align Your Life. So some of you Divine Feminine, I'm gonna finish reading the card first. I always do that. But For your soul calling, we have align your life, and it says what is not aligned or needs to change. So, divine feminine, what your soul is yearning for, what your soul is calling for at this time is for you to, you know, just feel not only feel more like you, because right now it's like maybe you're just kind of discombobulated, things are out of order in your life, you feel like you have this lack of control, like things are just happening to you and a lot of things could be happening at once, it could get very overwhelming. So your soul is calling you to get into alignment at this time, divine feminine. So um sometimes this means like starting with that nurturing energy for yourself. How can you nurture yourself right now? How can you make yourself feel better? Like for those of you who are parents, or you know you have or maybe you could be in a role where people look up to you, whether these are kids or this could be other people or whatever the case is. Here it's kind of like the same kind of advice you would give them if you were on the outside looking in, like if you weren't experiencing what you're experiencing, if it was somebody else, how would you nurture them or somebody you care about? And then being able to turn inward and do that for yourself. So it's about getting into alignment, divine feminine, and it's more so sometimes what was in alignment before with you before, there could have been a shift that you kind of experienced in your life, or you know whatever the case, and now it's calling you to do other things differently as well. Other things have to get in alignment. So there's really the space that you're in at this time. So divine feminine, you could be in the energy of with this align your life. You could also be like experiencing something like maybe you're just in a new position in life or a new position at work, or you know whatever the case, and you're just trying to find what works for you, find how to make it work for you in whatever way, in a way that is um that you're not feeling like you're being pulled in multiple directions. You want to feel centered in whatever it is that you do. And that's what your soul is calling you to do at this time. And it doesn't have to be anything specific, because, like I said, a lot of you, it could be just different things in your life, or, requiring some kind of shift after uh, a shift that has already taken place previously, or even currently for some of y'all. This could be like new energy that you're adapting to. So what's rising for divine feminine and what's falling away? All right. For us rising for divine feminine, we have the protection card. It says call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So divine feminine, this is pulling back your energy. So sometimes this means maybe you've made commitments to, based on who you used to be, or the things that you used to do, or how you used to carry yourself in the world, or whatever the case. But you could just be in a place where it's like you could be spread so thin, and then there's other aspects of your life that need more attention than some other areas in your life. So this is about calling back your energy overall, so you're not feeling so stressed out. So even if that means like pulling your energy back from spending time with others, or spending time doing things that you don't want to do, or whatever the case, or aside of your responsibilities, of course, anything that, but I feel like this is you even kind of just taking a look at your life and a look at your circumstances, and different aspects of your life, and you're learning to reprioritize in a way with this protection card. So there's something that's rising for you now. So by you being in this energy of nurturing yourself, I feel like it's kicking things off here. Um, Even teaching yourself to heal. Some of you have been feeling broken, or maybe you just recently experienced like a breakdown. But I hear this all the time. It just came to me when I said it, but it's like after a breakdown comes a breakthrough. So I don't know who needs to hear that, divine feminine, but you might be experiencing a breakdown right now, but it's getting you ready. It's putting you in position for a breakthrough. All right, what's falling away is we have the share your voice card. And when I see this, okay, so first and foremost, I just saw it two ways. Okay, so the first way was so when I first saw the card and saw these words, it wasn't more so like share your voice, but nothing, not telling you what's falling away. It's not telling you that you're going to stop speaking up for yourself, or whatever the case. But I feel like, when I first saw this, it's like you're no longer like very closed off or hiding away from the world. But also, what was the other one that came to me? That was so funny. Um, it was just funny how it came through. But I don't know. I feel like for some of you, like yeah, like I say, you might not be hiding away so much no more, or feeling timid or allowing things to break you down, or keep you hidden away, or make you feel less important, or whatever the case here. I feel like this could be even somebody really, literally speaking up for themselves. Um, I can't even remember that other message that came through, y'all. Excuse me. Some of y'all just literally have been tired. So you could have literally just reached your breaking point to where you just realize you can't keep doing the same things. Something just has to change. And um oh, that's what it was. So for some of you having to pull back your energy with this protection card of what's coming forward for you, and what's in comparison to what's falling away, is more so like you're also getting in the energy of no longer feeling like you have to explain yourself. And divine feminine, you shouldn't have to explain yourself, especially when it comes to taking care of yourself and your own needs, and whatever the case, because it's like sometimes people, and when I say people, I think you'll know what I mean, because it's not everybody, but we have like those in our life who, yes, they have a greater priority over others. And people get mad when they hear those words, but it's kind of like, but they also do the same. It's just part of our nature. You have those who are closest to us, and then you have those who are, in a way, like more so proximity, or whatever the case. But sometimes you just gotta pull your energy back, and you shouldn't have to apologize for needing time to yourself, or taking care of your own needs. So some of you divine feminine are beginning to learn this as well. Um, just falling into alignment for what's next for you at this time. So I'm just gonna put those out because they fell out. So right now, your soul gift at this time, divine feminine, we have the Mintaken card, and it says, longing for home, belonging, the original light worker. So I feel like your soul gift at this time, divine feminine, it's like you could be finding more comfort even being to yourself, and not giving your energy away all the time. And when I say get into yourself, this doesn't necessarily mean shutting yourself out from the rest of the world, but it really, what it really comes down to is sometimes you need time alone, even if it's just for self-care. You want time to think, or process, or just do other things outside of what you're always doing, or what you usually only have time for. So being able to take time away, literally specifically for yourself, even at this time. But I feel like regardless, you're finding more comfort in even in your alone time, or really relishing those moments when you do have it, and making the best of it, because it's like the world, it's just so much going on in the world sometimes, and just different things, plus all the individual experiences. So it's kind of like, um you even I feel like, even looking at this card, like for some of you, even it's like being able to be on the outside. So being on the outside looking in, it's like it gives you vision to see more or something. I don't know. Like, for some of you, you could have been an outsider for so long. It's kind of like you found comfort in that, and you don't even feel like you have to pretend anymore. So that could be what is linking back to this whole thing of when it comes to giving your energy, especially when you don't have it to give, nurturing yourself in these moments, giving yourself grace, and you're not feeling bad and not feeling, having to apologize for needing to pull your energy back. Like, you have to do it for yourself, divine feminine, because if you don't show up for you, who will? Um, so what's being manifested here is we have the crumbling card, and it says, what are you clinging to? So what's being manifested, divine feminine, is like you're gonna move past some kind of, phase or season in your life that has been like a really dark storm cloud. And it looks like you're moving towards better days. And for some of you, it might not feel like it right now, because like I said, you could be feeling so out of alignment with your life at this time. You could just be feeling just pretty discombobulated, and like a lot of things are going wrong, or you know things are not going as smoothly as you would like them to, or you could just be having a hard time even just through the day to day, or just whatever the case is here for you, divine feminine. But it says here what's being manifested as you're moving toward this soul calling and protecting your energy and just all these things. I feel like you're literally moving toward those better days, and I feel like it's definitely up ahead. Like, you can't miss it. Divine feminine is literally like right up ahead of you. So um for some of you, I just got like, you need to keep looking up, keep your head up. So sometimes when you fall down, it's hard to get back up, but what matters is you keep trying to get back up, okay, divine feminine, and you keep getting back up, and you keep getting back up, and you keep fighting, and you're gonna see these better days up ahead for you. So what matters most right now is what you do right now in this time when you are feeling defeated and you are feeling beat down. Like, how do you get back up and keep going? Um, The better days are definitely up ahead, and for some of you, divine feminine, it could be much closer than you think. Because it's like you're really, literally on the cusp of something here, and it might get scary, like making this change, or whatever, because you don't know what's to come of it. But at the same time, like, do you want to hold yourself back from what is for you? For some of you, divine feminine, so the next steps card we have the unbound card, and it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So for some of you, these next steps that you have here is to let go. For some of you, could be literally trying to hold on to something old, or whatever that just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't fit the bill anymore, or whatever the case. Like, you may not be who you used to be anymore, and that's okay. It's okay for people to change, people transform, people, we are evolving. And that even comes as a part of the whole survival thing. So divine feminine, by you pulling back your energy, allow yourself to do that, and be able to do that unapologetically without having to feel like you have to keep constantly over explaining yourself, especially to those who don't understand you and they never have. Um, I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's like I feel like you'll feel this sense of, by following these steps, you're going to feel this sense of freedom, even, or just, like I said, receive that breakthrough after that breakdown. So, I don't know who needs to hear that, but ooh, these messages are really coming through, y'all. All right, so what's the past life influence, as well as what does divine feminine need to know? Hopes and fears and potential outcome. Okay, so we only got one card out, so this is the past life influence. So, past life influence, we have the ever unfolding rose, It says cracked open is happening for you, not to you. So with this being like a past life influence, it may not be the exact, situation or whatever the case that you experienced before, but I feel like divine feminine, I'm getting more so like um you've had some kind of encounter before. I don't want to say encounter because this doesn't just necessarily mean like a physical person in your face or whatever the case, but you've experienced something before. Oh, somebody's on here. Hey. So you've experienced something before that just, I don't know, you've had to surrender to it in a way where it's like, okay, I don't have the control over the situation that I want it to be. Let me get in alignment with wherever I'm being pulled or whatever the case. So there has been some kind of, lesson that you learned in the past regarding this that is gonna help show you the way to keep you even feeling stronger and making more room for growth and allowing yourself to bloom. So let's see where you need to know. What does divine feminine need to know? All right, so need to know. It says don't dim your light to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So something that you need to know right now, divine feminine, is it's okay to like be yourself. Not only be yourself, but do what's best for you at this time. Even if, like I said, what's falling away is you feeling like you have to constantly explain yourself for needing to pull your energy back for yourself. Um, I feel like what you need to know here is that it's okay for you allow yourself to not only be seen, but allowing yourself to really take in um, the positive energy of, giving back to yourself, especially the way that you give back to others and not feeling constrained about it or feeling like or even feeling like a sense of guilt about it. This card is just a reminder to let you know that it's okay to shine your light. It's okay to love on yourself as well and give back to yourself and be yourself just overall, just all the things. What are the hopes and fears here and potential outcome? Hopes and fears. All right. We got three. I'm just going to take two. Okay, so the first one we have for hopes and fears, we have soul family. It says calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So for some of you feel like okay, with this being the hope and the fear, having the soul family card, I feel like so first I want to kind of start with the fear here. The fear here is more so of feeling like you're gonna miss out on something or specific people in your life by pulling back your energy. Um, you could also just feel fearful of how you'll be viewed, how you'll be seen by needing to pull back your energy for yourself and, taking care of even new responsibilities that you may have, just all those things, feeling those things that you constantly feel guilty about in ways that may not be spoken by others, but it's like more so you could probably feel the energy of others. So you could the fear here is feeling like a sense of even disconnection. Um, but on the positive side, the flip side of that for your hopes, it's like being able to connect with the right people or being able to see who's truly for you and who's not. Like you'll be surprised sometimes when you take a step back how people reveal themselves in a way where you're not even as involved as you used to be or whatever the case for whatever reason you've had to pull back your energy because it can range the meaning behind it could be so different depending on the kind of relationships you're looking at in your life. Like, this doesn't have to be just a specific person. This can be just people overall in your life at this time. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And then for potential outcome, we have the Pleiades card. It says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So um whenever I get like the channeling part, it always refers more to, sometimes you have to experience these things and go through these things and overcome these things in order to teach others. So it's like some of you could be literally spiritual teachers. Even for some of you, you might not feel like that, but you could be a spiritual teacher in the making, or even you might not even notice the impact that you have on others around you, even in those small meetings that you have with others, like a passerby, even sometimes. Um, but I feel like as much as you learn to pour more into yourself and give back to yourself, even if that means pulling your energy back from, people or situations that are not in alignment with who you are and where you are at this time. Um, I feel like you're learning the lessons in that and you're able to teach people more. But it literally comes from experience. So yeah, that's for that deck. Let's see. I kind of want to do. I'm gonna mess with the tarot a little bit, and we're gonna see what energies. More so what energies you need to be aware of at this time, divine feminine, that maybe you could have some kind of awareness of, or for some you could be completely brushing something off because you feel like it's impossible, or you could just be ignoring, like, or maybe the hints, or they feel or seem so subtle you may not even realize. So we're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot deck to get a little clarification for what divine feminine has going on at this time that may be unseen, that you don't see, what you don't see, and that you need to know at this time. What is it that divine feminine doesn't see at this time, or could be ignoring, that divine feminine needs to know? What does divine feminine need to see clearly? Oh, wow. So for some of y'all, the fact that those cards try to come out, I just saw a lot of pentacles. So for some of y'all, this is more so like something's gonna work out for you in your stability, or for some of y'all could be literally in like career and finances overall. Something here to do with that. All right, what does the collective need to know about? What needs to be clear for the divine feminine that is not divine feminine not seeing? So you're definitely gonna overcome something. It's not gonna be this way forever. However, whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, or how things have been just lately, it's not gonna be this way forever. There's change coming. But it's like you the one who's been doing the work as well. Even when you don't feel like you are. But literally every bit of energy that you put into something is adding up to something bigger, greater. All right, what is it divine feminine doesn't see that she needed? Well, not she, but they need to see. All right, we have the Six of Cups, the Emperor. Right off the bat, I'm getting like you about to boss up. This could be potentially making some kind of dream you've had come true, giving something back to yourself, gifting yourself, some kind of boss up. What's going on? Ooh, it's a lot of cards. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords, the Everything is Fine card. So even seeing these two cards is getting more. I'm getting like you could have been, if you're not feeling that way anymore, you could have been feeling like scared to make a move because you don't want to make the wrong move. But with the Everything is Fine card here, I feel like you like even in those situations where something didn't work out or something end up, you know, potentially falling apart or seemingly or feeling like it has hurt you. Um this is letting you know that one, you're still stronger than you think you are, but two, those were lessons that you learned to push you in the right direction. So I feel like you're learning to follow your heart or even follow what you feel. Because I see water here. This person is blinded, so they have to follow their feelings on this. So for some of you, this could literally be what I was talking about when it comes to like people that you connect with in life, like following those feelings. Like sometimes you can just get different vibes from people, or people can, their energy can put you in a sense of just feeling some type of way or feeling guilty or feeling something negative just for pulling back your own energy to take care of yourself or nurture yourself or foster your own needs. And it's not even in like a selfish way. It's just like people, I don't know, you can literally feel their energy because I'm like, you're already a light. So you know your energy, you know your heart, you know who you are. But it's like for some of you, you could have people around you who expect a certain kind of energy from you, or they expect you to give from a certain place in a way that they're not willing to do the same. I don't know. It just it's kind of backwards. I feel like that's where even that lack of alignment is as well. Like constantly feeling pulled in multiple directions, but not feeling whole, not feeling fulfilled, even in your own sense here. We have the devil. So right off the bat, I'm seeing this whole thing of like commitment here. So for some of you could literally be like committed to, excuse me, you could be committed to others, or people expect you to be committed to them in a way that they're not willing to be committed to you, if that makes sense. But it's like with this, even with me seeing this under the of cups, it's another reminder here to be committed to yourself as well. Give it back to yourself, like not putting yourself on the back burner or forget about, taking care of your own needs because you're pouring from an empty place, trying to give back to others. You have to feel this sense of fulfillment within yourself before you're able to not only do functionally do things for others or give to others energetically, but also just, you can, like I say, you can't pour from an empty cup. So um and some of you is more so like people might have that weird vibe or that weird energy, but because you don't look like what you go through, or you don't um you don't present in a way that, you don't wear all your problems on your sleeve or on your face or whatever the case. So when that happens, um people can't seem to see you to experience or be anything other than how you present, if that makes sense for you here, Divine Feminine. But we have the Two of Wands, the Judgment card, and Temperance, and these lined up perfectly. Okay, so I said you were bossing up, Divine Feminine, so there's definitely some kind of stability here, but it comes with this overall commitment to yourself. Not just yourself, but what matters to you most right now at this time, because things change. As you change and as you evolve as a person, so does your values, or where you spend your energy. Because some of you is kind of like your energy is, like I said, it's being pulled in multiple directions. So now it's time to focus on where can you find balance in where you are, what you have, your priorities, and just all the things and whatever and what you value at this time. Um, Wow, and a lot of you are definitely just learning to follow your intuition here. And for this to be coming right up under for the judgment card to be coming out right up under the Eight of Wands is you're learning to trust your inner feeling, your inner knowing. And even, like I said, it's not being necessarily afraid of moving forward anymore, because you're learning to trust what you feel, trust what you know, whether it's seen or not. And with this judgment card, it's like literally the divine is clapping for you right now, because it's like that is what the divine has wanted you to do all along. Hmm. Yeah. And then the temperance card is coming out under the everything is fine card. So it's like, um, so initially it may hurt, it may feel like the world has literally fallen on your shoulders. You could experience a lot of pain, just a lot of things that just haven't worked out, and it could just have put you in a place of where you just don't know how to get back up, or if you can, or whatever the case. But divine feminine, this is something that's making you stronger, and all these things that have happened to you in the past, it hasn't just happened to you, but it has happened for you. But as you learn to get more into alignment with this temperance card, it's like being able to find balance in, wherever you are, what you're experiencing at this time, and doing it in a way that works for you, divine feminine. So you have to remember to take care of yourself and your needs. And a lot of us tend to forget to do that, especially when you always just giving back to others, or, doing a whole lot for others, just all the things. So, um, before I head out, I do want to pull a few cards from I think it's like Believe in Your Own Magic deck, something like that. I love this deck though. Believe in Your Own Magic, I think that's what it's called. It's been a minute. I usually know the name of it, but it's been a while. I'm just gonna pull a couple cards for you here, Divine Feminine, for any advice or just extra love that you need to move forward at this time. Um, Anything to keep in mind to remember. Excuse me. All right. All right. We'll start with this one. The first one we have is the sundress card, and it says "Do it for you." So this definitely ties into what we've been talking about in this reading the whole time. Like literally, you can see this person has on this just a short sleeve dress, very short dress out in the winter cold. There's snow and everything, and she looks pretty comfortable to me. So sometimes you having to do something for yourself, or having to do something in general to nurture your own needs or your lifestyle or whatever it is that you're wherever you are in this time. It's like it might not make sense to other people. It just may not make sense to the outside world at all, including those, near or far from you. But if it's something that works for you, or if it's something that makes you feel good, it's something that helps you, elevates you, um, that nurtures you, then why not do it? You shouldn't have to hide yourself or hide your feelings, or, whatever it is you're going through, just to appease to others. And that's that. And I feel like Divine Feminine, this is just a reminder here for that, because it came out at least 3 times in this reading. For you being able to call back your energy, protect your energy, and not to dim your light for anybody, and not to feel guilty about giving back to yourself in that way as well. So next we have lavender. It says surround yourself with love. So literally, even with in the reading when the soul with the hopes and fears card, we have the soul family card here. So as you're pulling back your energy and giving back to yourself and moving more authentically, even as well, I feel like you're making space for those who are meant to be around you, who are meant for you. And it's helping you weed out the ones who are not. And like I said, they will reveal themselves. So you shouldn't have to explain yourself when it comes to, pulling back your energy for whatever reason. If that's what you need to do, then do it unapologetically. Because believe me, other people are doing it for themselves as well, and that is okay. Because you can't pour from an empty cup, but you also want to, by moving in your own authenticity and just not forcing yourself to show up in a way that you're just unable to, I feel like you're moving more authentically and you attract more of that energy towards you as well. And then there's even this sense of peace and this sense of understanding and this even a sense of community that comes with that for you, divine feminine. So that's something to keep in mind here. Um, and then we have raindrops. It says take a chance on them. So for some of you, this could be an energy of opening up. This could be opening up to new friendships as well. For some of you, it could be like you could just been in the energy for a long time of I can just do it all on my own or I don't need anybody else. And we all need somebody sometimes, especially when you've always been that person for other people. You deserve to have that energy as well. So for some of you, you could just feel like kind of blocked off in a way, or you don't really want to let anybody in. There could just be this lack of trust when it comes to other people, and believe me, that's okay as well. But there are some people who are divinely guided into your life as well, who are meant to be here for good reason. And it's okay for you to, take a chance on experiencing those things again. And I feel like you would know because it feels so, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but there's just this spark that comes with certain people. And this is not, this could be friendships, but this can also be relationships and i.e. soul family as well, divine feminine. So you know, allow yourself to connect with others as well, but connecting with those who are for you. So, yeah, that's the reading that I have for y'all tonight. I hope it helped somebody here, and I hope it gave you, whatever information or motivation or light to move forward and to keep going and to move towards your elevation and your transformation, and then finally getting into alignment into your life because you truly deserve it. It's been a long time. And it's been some hard fights for you as well, but you're deserving of so much more and so much better, and you're on your way. So just keep these things in mind. And until next time, y'all, keep fighting the good fight.